And we are live. Look at that. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Let me find my lovely background. I'm going to present. All right, so this is perfect. We're going to wait a bit while everyone is hopping on. And I can't see who is on, and I can't see the comments, so sorry about that. I'm Jamie Boglin, and here is my webinar today. It's the Sweet 16. We're going to be creating your healthiest, best year yet. How many of you guys remember your Sweet 16? Those were the days, right? Well, now you're on this 2016, and we're going to create another Sweet 16 for you. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to all of you that are already on the line, that are going to be on the line tonight. You are so committed. I know this can be crazy time with the kiddos and homework and dinner or whatever you might have going on. So just the fact that you're dedicated and you're here is pretty awesome. I really do appreciate that you've taken your time to be here. So thank you. And I just want to let you know that you being here is really you stepping up, and so that you can be successful, so that you can get results and really help you grow. You are so awesome. So, all right. Secondly, I want to let you know that I will be tying everything together at the end, like one big, sweet, huge present for you. So some things might not make sense, but once you get to the end, I'll kind of tie it all together. You'll get it. So make sure that you stay all the way to the end so that everything makes lots and lots of sense, okay? So basically, let's move you right along over here. Okay, so you are in the right place tonight. If you are feeling overwhelmed as a mommy, you've got too much going on, you just don't know where to start, maybe you're frozen with fear, you're in the right place if you're constantly forgetting things of importance, you can't get things fit in, you're in the right place if you're not getting any workouts in. If you're maybe getting one, you could do better, you know it. You're in the right place also if you're feeling alone, like you're the only mommy out there like this. So let me affirm for you, you are not the only mommy out there like this. There's lots of you. I've seen it. I've heard it. And that's why I want to help you have the healthiest, best year yet for you and your family too, right? All right. So tonight in this webinar, I'm going to help you reduce stress so that your schedule runs smoother. I'll teach you how to schedule your schedule, how to vision your day, how to create your day. With school just kind of starting, the holidays, we're in a new transition. Every transition is huge. I'll teach you how to stick to the schedule so that when you do go through these transitions, you don't find yourself having to restart. It's just a pattern and it's just a lifestyle that you can jump into and it works. I'm telling you, it really does. And I don't want you to get discombobulated. So this is the plan you've got to stick to. All right, and then the next one, I'm gonna help you practice your new healthy habits. So how to set yourself up so that your mindset is on track, so that you're actually able to stay on track to make these habits a part of your lifestyle, whether it be eating healthy, whether it be exercising, whether it just be meditating in the mornings, whether it be meditating for 30 seconds every day. Whatever you deem as your new healthy habits, I'll help you get there. So I'm also going to help you identify where that mommy balance is off so that you can find out what your triggers are. We have a lot going on as moms. And the way I see it, there's about 4 major areas that we need to work on. And if there's one of those that's off balance, they're all really affected. It's really important that we really hone in on all 4 of these pillars that I call, and make them strong. So, all right. Are you guys still with me? Okay. So I want you to get a pen and paper out right now. You're going to write some things down. And the first one I want you to write down is where you think your mommy balance is off. Does it have to do with your nutrition, your fitness, the quiet time, the chatter in your head, the balance in your home or your relationships? Where is it that you feel that you're off? All right, so I kind of want to touch base first about who I am. I'm a coach. I help fun-loving mommies build a healthy lifestyle so that your families can thrive from the inside and out. And I do this by showing you step by step how to effectively launch your families into a lifestyle so that your whole family can find true, lasting happiness and peace within, and so that your family can generate more happy energy. All right, so the next thing, here is my lovely family. That's us on the beach. I think it was last weekend. It was great. We saw all these dolphins. The sunset was gorgeous. So that's my husband of 13 years, my goofy son in the left corner, and my beautiful daughter. They're what I keep going for. And then also, I'm an athlete. I love pretty much just moving my body. So just this last year, I did a triathlon for the first time, a sprint triathlon, but I've done some half marathons. I've done, I don't know what else, swimming, volleyball, you name it. I like to just move. So, and then that's my team. We all are like accountability partners. It's awesome. It's kind of how I want to show you guys how to keep fit, keep exercising, keep accountability. So a little something else about me. I own a mobile gym for kids. It's here in San Diego. And we go to preschools during the week, teach classes, and then we have raging parties on the buses on the weekends. So special events, those kind of things. All right, so moving right along. All right, so I know the stuff I'm about to teach you. I know it totally works. I'm going to give you steps today, but I really, really need you to open up. So here's one of the things that I see as a problem. Moms are constantly feeling super depleted. Like, can't you just feel that, mom, right now? Our brains produce as many as 50,000 thoughts per day, and that's according to the National Science Foundation. And it said that some 80% of those 50,000 thoughts are negative. Can you believe that? So when we have these negative thoughts, this keeps us moms in fear and in scarcity, keeps us feeling stuck. It's not fun, right? So that's one of the things that I love to help you notice and help you become aware of, is just these thoughts that are holding you back and keeping you feeling depleted and stuck. So, all right, here's another problem I see, is that you don't feel like you have enough time in the day for probably anything, right? You don't have enough time in the day to work out. You don't have enough time in the day to be with your partner or even read a book to your kids. So that's a big thing. I'm going to teach you how to make the time in your day and feel super productive and get these things done. I can remember I used to have a to-do list. I swear it would be like 20 things on my to-do list a day. And it was so overwhelming that I think I'd maybe get like 2 or 3 knocked off. These days, I probably have like 6 things on my list for the whole entire week. And I feel so productive. I get so much stuff done. it's really, really, really awesome. And I want that for you. All right, so here's another big problem that I see. That us mommies want to constantly be doing better. We want to cook better meals. We want to work out more. We want to be a better friend. We want to be a better spouse. Trust me, I know this list goes on and on. You can probably give me a million more, right? But you're constantly wanting to do better. And that's honestly what makes you such a great mommy in the first place, is the fact that you're even aware of becoming better. So, okay. All right. So I feel like we kind of went into the bad negative thought zone of all the things, the depletedness. And so I want to kind of take you somewhere. I want you to see what's going through your mind right now. So I need you to open up a bit. We're going to slow it down. And I want you to just take a deep breath right now. So you're going to breathe in super deep. Breathe in through your nose. And let it go. Just slowly. Doesn't that feel great? Let's do it one more time. All right, so you're going to breathe in through your nose. And let it go. All right, sweet. Okay, so are you ready to start learning how to have the healthiest and the best year yet? And make it that sweet 16? Maybe you didn't get a sweet 16, so now is your chance, because I don't know when the next time is going to be that you're going to have another sweet 16. All right, 2016, let's go. All right, so remember, I wanted you to get that pen and paper out. Take notes, make sure you have that. So let me tell you where I started. Not from an apple tree. All right, so when I became a mom, I was a teacher in a public school, and I was putting in lots of hours at home, at school. I dealt with lots of other kids' issues, and I just really was not available mentally or physically for my family. I would come home from school, and I would seriously fall asleep on the living room floor watching my daughter play. It was ridiculous. We weren't eating healthy, probably because my husband worked at Chili's at the time, but we were not eating healthy. We were eating gross food all the time, eating out. We were never working out. That was like, just didn't happen. And we only had one kid at the time. So I don't know what my excuses were back then, but my relationship with my family and my friends were scarce, and I just didn't feel like I had any time to fit anybody in. And then that's when I had the great idea of becoming a mompreneur, a multitasking lady who thought I could balance it all the stresses. I was running my own business at the time. I was working my own hours, kind of. But I was really, really working way too hard, and I wasn't happy with what was really going on. I thought it was great because I had this great business, but I just wasn't managing it how I needed to manage it so that I could value my time. So that's when I finally hired a business coach who ended up kind of being like a life coach. It was really awesome. And then my life turned around. I learned how to change my way of thinking, and I really turned my life into what I wanted it to be. And I just keep thinking, like, every day gets better and better. I just can't even imagine how great it's going to be in a year or 10 years or anything like that. So I'm super excited. All right. So I started having so much more quality in my life. And now I just really, really feel that I'm in my happy place. And I love doing what I do. I love having time for my kids. I love having time for my husbands. I don't feel stuck. I don't feel overwhelmed. I'm not in a rut anymore. It's just, I wake up every day so excited, get my workouts in, go to work, do my work at home, pick up my kids, play with my kids. It's great. All right, so I want that for you. So let's get started. Grab that pen and paper again. And I don't want you multitasking. I really, really, really want you to hear what I have to say. I really want you to hone in on the details that I'm going to give you. So you're going to write it down. There's a connection when you hear it in the brain, and then when you physically write it on paper, and then you see it. So I want you to connect with that. But first, I want you to think about all the things that pop up in your head while I'm talking, the things that maybe you would want to multitask, like going and looking on Facebook, going and putting that second load in the laundry, finishing the dishes. Write all that down on the piece of paper in the corner in a section on your paper. And I want you to see at the end of this webinar how many things actually pop in your head, and then look and see how many of those things are actually even really important. That's what you're going to see keeps what you keep doing in your life. So when you think you're getting that to-do list done, and then you go and do this and you go and do that, that stuff isn't important. It's not on the list. Okay, I'm getting on a tangent. So anyways, that's where those 5,000 thoughts come into play. So I want you to see how that really, really affects you. So this is an exercise on learning and how to tame those thoughts. And it all starts with scheduling. Scheduling, visioning, putting the day, the week that you want, creating it and putting it down on paper. So you're going to start scheduling everything, okay? Everything. You don't deviate from it. If it's on the calendar, you're going to do it. So figure out what your goals are first. Do you want to schedule me time, relationships, meal plans, exercise? What kinds of things are you really passionate about scheduling? What are those things? Maybe break those down into categories and make certain days, certain spots in your days for those categories. So this starts with scheduling, okay? When you write it down, it stops keeping your mind cluttered. It stops those thoughts from swirling around in your head, and it puts it down on the paper. And then it becomes like an actual task. I know a lot of times when I don't write things down, I think, oh my God, I got to do this, this, and this, and this. It might only be 4 things, but I'm trying to remember all 4 of those things. So if I write it down, it just seems to like take a huge weight off my shoulders. So schedule, that's the big thing. So when I'm scheduling, here's what I do. What is the most important thing for me to schedule? First thing I schedule every single day is my workout routine. So you might tell me that you already do a schedule, but here are things that you're really going to schedule. So first thing is your workout routine, okay? Schedule all of them. Don't change their days. So let's say you have 6 days of exercise and you have a rest day on Friday, but then you decide, I'm just going to take my rest day on Wednesday. Nope. You've got to stick to your schedule. Okay? So whatever your goal is, you can find a workout plan on the internet. If you want to do a 5K, if you want to do a triathlon, make sure that you schedule out the whole entire month for your workouts. You guys can Google those workouts. You can get them online. It's easy. But put them in your calendar. Put them in your Google Calendar, print the calendar, put them in your day planner, post the calendar next to your bed, next to your desk, in your car. Make sure you have it everywhere. Make sure that you cannot give yourself excuses for not knowing what the workout is for the day. All right, so the second thing I schedule is me time. And I kind of have just made it a routine, a ritual in the morning, and that's when I do my me time. So even if it's only 30 minutes a day, It could be a bubble bath. It could be creative time, reading time, coffee outside by yourself, listening to the birds. But preferably there's no screens. I hear a lot of mommies that wake up before their kids to start their day off. It's so much more calmer. So if you wake up because your kids are like shaking you, wake up, you like jolt out of bed. It's not a good way to wake up. Slowly go into your day. All right, so wake up on your own terms for a smoother day. All right, and don't check your email. This is another big no-no first thing when you wake up. Don't check your email. Right away, you're already suggesting to the universe that everybody else's problems are suddenly first. No. Do your routine and then check your emails. Check them whenever you have that scheduled block, but don't check them right away. Don't check Facebook right away. Get into your own routine before you move into that. All right, so I schedule workouts, I schedule me time. What about relationships? I schedule that too, even if it's one night a week. Schedule it and put it on the calendar. Reconnect once a day though. Make sure you're connecting with your spouse once a day. All right, so what does that look like? Got any ideas? Connecting, it's like just having a conversation, making sure that you kiss them hello, make sure you hold their hand. I don't know. One of my favorite things that I like to do is a 10-second kiss. It just really hones in and brings that, oh yes, I forgot, this is what I'm here for. And you're not busy, and it really brings both of your attention onto one thing. It's cheaper than therapy, guys. All right, so just make sure you guys are scheduling your relationship time. Make sure that you're making each other feel special. It gives you time to talk and laugh. It makes you build strong bonds together. You could even dress up and wear makeup, and just even if you're watching like Netflix together, do something special. Make it an event. How many of you guys are already doing date night? All right. Okay, so the next thing you have to schedule is work. Excuse me. If you're a working mama, make sure you have a sitter for your kiddos for the actual time that you're supposed to be working. It is so difficult to try to multitask and work. I know we can do it because we are super moms, but listen, no, schedule it out. Working with your kids around is too much. You can't concentrate. I saw an experiment done, and it was you had to go back and forth and do a task, but you had to do one thing off one list and then do one thing off the other list, one thing off one list, one thing off the other list. And then you had to, the next group set of people had to just write from one group, from one list, and then they had to write from the second list. And they were like 10 times faster. Multitasking isn't faster. Stop the multitasking. All right, and then meal plans. This also, too, you can pick up so many meal plans off of the internet. You can make your own. You can do grocery lists. They're awesome. I love meal planning. This week, I just did freezer crock pot meals. So I had put them in the freezer, and we're doing crock pot all week. It's great for sports and things like that. So make sure you're meal planning, and you can make that on a certain day. You go grocery shopping, whatever. Just make sure you're scheduling it. All right, so you're not going to multitask anymore. You're going to plan your meals. See, did I miss anything? All right. So the next thing, instead of scheduling, I really want you to become aware of just simplifying your life. I know that sounds so cliche, but really breaking it down and figuring out where the energy is being being like bombarded and crushed together. Where is it that you can just simplify your life and feel like these happy feet right here, right? Looking at the clouds, maybe it's a beautiful sunset. All right, so one of the 4 pillars that I talk about that I like to work on in my programs is balance. This is with balance in relationships, balance in the home, the energy that your home brings you, balancing all around, okay? So no matter what you got going on in this world, we can all benefit from simplifying life. So for example, families get busy, kids have birthday parties to go to, we got sports practices to go to, things come up, the weekends are crowded with activities. If you have 2 parties, make it a rule. You can only go to 1 party a weekend. Like, sorry kids, you have to pick. These are the tough decisions that we have to deal with sometimes. Don't try and do it all. Learn to make those decisions. Learn to stand up for that quality, peace, and the calm peacefulness of life that you desire. All right, so you kind of need to, you just can't get it all done. You can only do what you can get done in 24 hours that you are granted every day. So make them count and be present with them. Be really present with them. Slow down your life. Simplify it. So if you have a free weekend with no practices and no parties, no errands, don't make plans. When you have a free weekend, stay home and connect with your kiddos. Watch them play. Play with them. Make dinner at home. But please keep it simple. All right, my next thing. So we had scheduling, we had keeping life simple, and the third one is exercise. I love this badass mommy right here. It says, I thought about giving up, but then I remembered who was watching. It's so true. This was not my intention, but when I started working out and doing all my half marathons and sprint triathlons and things like that, my kids started getting really into their physical fitness. They wanted to start working out with me. They wanted to do runs. And it's all because they were watching my commitment to exercise. And now my daughter, she wants to do a triathlon. So I've got to provide that avenue for her. It's a blessing in disguise, I guess. All right, so it's so important that you exercise every single day. Remember, I used to be that mom. Remember, I'd come home and I would lay down on the floor and fall asleep watching my daughter play. I wouldn't ever work out. I was like stoked if I got 1 day a week in to exercise. But now I work out 6 days a week. And there's no excuses. I just do it. And in fact, I was crunching time, and I just did my workout right before this webinar. So, all right. I heard a saying the other day, and it says, you should only work out on the days that you want to be happy. And I love that because I want to be happy every single day. And in fact, working out makes you happy. And exercise just really, really, really starts with your commitment to it. So your commitment, let's see if we have time for that. Yes, we do. Okay, so let me go into your commitment to exercise. There's 3 things that I really, truly feel that you need to commit to in order to be successful in your exercise routine. Okay? So the first one is set your goals. You need to set the goals. You need to become obsessed about posting these around too. I've already talked about that. You post them everywhere. In your Google Calendar, at home, you post them on the fridge, you post them by your bed, by your desk, in your wallet. Maybe you need to sign up for like a race, and then that way you have that goal in the future. So you have something to reach for, and it helps push you to get there, okay? So set your goal, whatever it is you want. I want to hear your goals. Go ahead and email me. I want to hear your goals. That'd be awesome. All right, and then building a tribe. You've got to build a tribe. So I showed you my tribe earlier, my workout tribe. Now, let me tell you, none of those people live by me. Some of them live far away. Some of them live in other countries, actually. We just formed like a Facebook group, and we post our trials and tribulations there, I guess you could call it. So on those days that we have that mind chatter of, I can't get my workout in, or I can't do this, we post that, and someone will say, we'll either help hold you accountable, someone will call you and be like, hey, did you get your workout in? So it's really awesome when you have that tribe. So here's how you can find a tribe. You can find other mommies, maybe in your neighborhood, some that are walking or running. If you go to a certain gym, they probably have groups there. You can go on a Meetup. There's tons of groups there. Just type in your neighborhood. But you need to surround yourself with an accountability partners so that it actually gets done. Because if it doesn't get done and nobody knows about it, it's probably not going to get done the next day either. Hold yourself accountable and find your tribe. All right. And then this third one is not going to come to a surprise, but schedule it. Schedule your workouts. So, for instance, my workouts, I don't have a certain time that I always work out. Like, I don't wake up in the mornings and work out, although that's what really awesome people do. But I just can't do it. So I have to schedule it. So I wake up and I figure out, remember I said that's the first thing I schedule into my calendar. So I figure out what part of my day am I going to be able to fit in, for instance, like my 45-minute cross training or my hour run. Where can I put that in at? Where can where will it best fit? So sometimes it's after I pick up the kids. Sometimes I get creative and I think, okay, if it's after I pick up the kids, then how can I incorporate them with me? How can I make it a family thing so that I'm sort of basically, I'm involving them. I'm still spending time with them, but yet I'm still getting my workout in. So, and that's the thing. If you're running, bring their scooters, bring their bikes, run alongside them. You can still get creative even though you have kids. Please do not let kids be your excuse. All right. So scheduling your workout. So the 3 things for your exercise, for your commitment to your exercise: setting your goals, build the tribe, and schedule it out. Now, remember back when I said you have to stick to your schedule. If it's on the calendar, don't make an excuse of why you can't do it. Stick to your schedule. You will see how far your commitment will go when you really, really start sticking to that. Okay, next. All right, so I want you to live a life that when your children think of fairness and they think of caring and they think of integrity, they're going to think of you, right? So having the healthiest, best year yet is about saying yes to yourself in a very, very big way. It can be a scary thing, but it's really powerful when you can say yes to yourself. It's really empowering to yourself to be the best you that you can be, and you can even surprise yourself. You're stronger than you even think. I guarantee it right now. But most of all, you are going to be that role model to your kids that you wish you had, that you wish you could model by yourself, right? So what does this mean? This means that you need to start making different choices. You need to start doing different things and having different thoughts. It means that you need to start nurturing the changes, nurturing the awareness of the habits. You need to start being the change in the world that you wish to see. There's a Gandhi quote right there. I love that one. All right, so I'm challenging you to start making an impact on your life, your kids' lives, and all the relationships that surround you. By you stepping up and taking that first step, there will be people that follow behind you. There will. And to be honest, sometimes it's people you don't even think that will jump on your bandwagon. So I want you to start sitting in your driver's seat, and I want you to start taking that cruise control off. And I want you to really, really, really start focusing on the healthiest, best year you can have. So here's a mantra I love. I am a fun, loving mama. What does that mean to me? That means I'm fun, that means I'm loving, that means I'm just happy. And when I see that, I'm vibrant and full of life and energy. And that's what I want. So I say that to myself constantly. You can change it, you can steal it, whatever you want. But by becoming aware of those changes that you need to make in your life and committing to them, you will make a difference. So that's what I did. I started making little changes, little tiny baby steps. I started committing to them, and it turned into a huge lifestyle change. Remember, I used to be frazzled. I used to be tired. I was agitated too. A transformation is really possible. Really, really possible. So by following these simple steps, simple steps, right? That you're probably thinking they're so simple, but it's true. It's just start with little tiny steps. So I just shared with you how to start taking these little tiny simple steps. That's exactly how I got to where I'm at today. I'm scheduling everything. I'm keeping everything simple, and I'm exercising. This is how I found balance. This is how I attained being that fun, loving mommy that I want my kids to remember me by. This is how I got the lifestyle that doesn't let my relationships run thin. It doesn't let me feel out of control. I feel like my body is very, very strong. And so just because of that, my life runs smooth and I'm able to be in my happy place. So, okay, so that's what I want for you. Okay? Let me step back, and I want you to take a look at that list of distractions that you had. Did it grow? Is it huge? Don't you see all those thoughts are what's holding you back? How many of those things really, really needed to get done? It's crazy how many things pop in our heads and how sometimes they're just in the back of our heads. We don't even know they're there. We don't realize they're there. It's no wonder us mommies are just overwhelmed. We really do have a lot on our plates. Okay, So, jumping forward, do you want to join me? All right, so don't you want to be in that happy place with me? Don't you want to feel like you have the balance in your life? Feel like you're strong and you're healthy, that you're eating healthy, you're making the right decisions, your kids are making the right decisions? Do you want to feel love, and you want to feel life and adventure? Don't you want to be that mommy that you've always aspired to be? This is how we create your healthiest, best year yet. So here's a great quote. No one can go back and make a brand new start, but anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. All right, so it's the beginning of 2016, and I know you want to join me in making this a sweet 16. All right, so don't you want to join me because you don't want those chronic diseases taking over your family life? You don't want too much stress? Don't you want to join me so that you're properly nourishing your body with not only good food, but with love and kindness? Don't you want to join me so that you can feel peace and calmness in your mind and your body and your spirit? Doesn't that sound great? All right. So that's why I have designed this new coaching program where I will personally inspire you and motivate you while we fine-tune all the great qualities about you. I'll show you how to make a lifestyle out of being healthy instead of just another challenge, those 13-day challenge or whatever you do that ends up fading away, or another diet. It's really, really an investment in your family, investing in their health and investing in their happiness for their whole entire lifetime. How much is it already costing you to not join my program, right? Think about how expensive those medical bills are, or the doctor appointments are, and the prescription drugs can be. If you don't teach your kids and model for them right now, how important will they think that leading a healthy lifestyle will be when they get older? They need a path to follow. They need to see what habits to develop, and you are the one to do that for them. So here's the deal. We know that you came to this webinar because you could use some help or guidance on getting your family balanced. And you could use some help so that you don't reach that limit where you start getting super agitated with your kids or with your husband, or maybe you've stopped working out, or your eating habits have fallen by the wayside. You really, really should join this program. It'll help you create the healthiest, best year yet. But I don't want you to join right now. There's no button to click and you're in, nothing like that. I really, really want to be able to speak with you live before you commit. I want you to make a phone appointment with me at your earliest convenience. I opened up spots on my calendar this week so that we can talk and make sure that you're actually a right fit for this program. I can give you so many more details about it, but I can't say yes to everybody, okay? So I'm only taking on a few new clients before the end of the month. I'm sorry. So anyways, first, before I show you how to sign up for the free coaching call, oh, I don't have the comments up. This is what I need you to do. Get your pen and paper, because you should still have it in your hand. And here's my contact. I'm not sure if you guys can click on this link right here, but this is how, if you can click on that, you make an appointment by accessing my calendar here. You can email me back at jamieboglin@gmail.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm out there. I'm on the internet. You will be able to find me. But let's talk this week, okay? The program's starting soon. There's going to be other mommies in it. And I would love to hear from you. So here's the deal. I just saw some people jump off. And if you're still with me and you're still listening, make an appointment with me and I will send you my ebook. It's 30 days to an easy peasy healthy lifestyle for your whole family. Okay? You can have that for free. So make sure you make an appointment with me. Let me know. Tell me in our conversation. I can go ahead and send that over to you after we get off the phone. But let's talk. I'd love to help you out. I'd love to get a strategy going for you. And let's get you going on creating your healthiest, best year yet. All right. I'll talk to you on the other side. Let's see. We'll see you guys later.